China is, of course, denying it had anything to do with the data breach. David McKenzie joins me now from our Beijing Bureau. And David, interestingly, Beijing didn't directly deny the hacking accusation, but rather it called for more trust from America. It seems they are capable of this, aren't they?
Well, certainly the Chinese have been accused of the capability of hacking into the US government and into US corporations for some time now. As you say, China didn't directly deny the accusations of this huge hack, but they did say that the US should, quote, not be so skeptical and stop chasing the wind, using a Chinese proverb there. So they do say that there's no real direct evidence that China's involved, but they have repeatedly said they don't do cyber offense, but rather cyber defense. Lynda?
David, if China is behind it, would this be to show simply that they can do it, or is there real intelligence value in this broad brush approach?
Well, I think if they were to do it, or whoever did this, whether it be China or someone else, it's really a multi-step process, say analysts. So you start, if you're a hacker, by getting out a broad brushstroke, getting all the information you can on a huge amount of people, and then pinpointing further. So either by sending so-called phishing emails to those people to try and get more information from them, or to try take it further than that. So this wouldn't have been the final step of a hack. It would be the first step of a hack. And so it really depends on what happens next. Lynda?
Okay, David McKenzie in Beijing, thank you very much for that update. And clearly this hack exposes just how vulnerable the US government computer networks are. I'm joined now by Mark Graff. He's the former Chief Information Security Officer for the NASDAQ and the founder and CEO of the cybersecurity company Telegraph. Mark joins us now from our Los Angeles Bureau. Mark, the breach it's a third major foreign intrusion in the US federal computer system in the past year. What does this say about the level of security?
Well, it tells you that it's a very, very hard thing to get right, and also that the assets that these foreign governments are going after are extremely important to their strategies against us.
We know that 4 million current and former government workers are affected, but incredibly, the US did not discover this breach when it happened. They only found out when they were trying to update the system. Does this suggest that there could be hacks going on right now that they don't even know about?
Oh, I think it's very likely there are hacks going on they don't know about, but the fact that it took a month or two is not unusual. The best data available right now is that it takes sometimes up to 6 or 7 months or more to detect an intrusion when it's done by experts, like it apparently this one was.
So what do you think the motive is behind this? If it was China, would it be to show that they're capable of it, or are they searching for intelligence that they can use?
Oh, I think it probably was the Chinese. It's the kind of thing they've gone after. I've been fighting the Chinese, defending against their attacks now since about 2004, and this is exactly the kind of thing they want to get. It's got very important strategic information for them that they could use against the U.S. if they wanted to exert pressure on us.
Now, you're a former government employee. Do you think you could have been part of this hack?
I'm confident that they have my records. Actually, I stopped counting about 5 or 6 years ago. I know the Chinese had stolen my Social Security number about 9 times when I stopped counting.
Wow.
But the most important thing is, did they get access to the data collected when somebody's applying for a security clearance? That's the very, very worrying detail we'd like to hear about.
So going forward, what needs to happen? How can the US actually protect systems and ensure that people working for the government are protected?
Well, there are some simple things that can be done. Simple, I guess, in theory. First of all, encrypting all the data with this kind of sensitivity in the database, that can be done. The other thing that can be done, they're working hard on implementing what's known as the Einstein cybersecurity program. Einstein is in phase 2 right now, but they're starting a phase 3. Phase 2 detects intrusions, and it does it pretty effectively. It's been rolled out through most of the federal government space now. Einstein version 3 is more aggressive in blocking attacks, and it's really in trials right now. We should move forward and try to accelerate that schedule.
No doubt we will be talking about this again. Mark Graff, we really appreciate your insight today. Thank you for joining us.